to the sound to silence the cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains, and heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said we are not shining stars.
Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand, but I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man. These nights never seem to go to plan. I don't want you to leave, will you hold my hand? Oh, won't you stay with me?
On Friday, we learned that more than 24 people were killed when a gunman opened fire in an elementary school in Newtown, Connecticut. Most of those who died were just young children with their whole lives ahead of them. And every parent in America has a heart heavy with hurt. Among the fallen were also teachers, men and women who devoted their lives to helping our children fulfill their dreams. So our hearts are broken today. We grieve for the families of those we lost, and we keep in our prayers the parents of those who survived. Because as blessed as they are to have their children home, they know that their child's innocence has been torn away far too early. As a nation, we have endured far too many of these tragedies in the last few years. An elementary school in Newtown, a shopping mall in Oregon, a house of worship in Wisconsin, a movie theater in Colorado, countless street corners in places like Chicago and Philadelphia. Any of these neighborhoods could be our own. So we have to come together, and we're going to have to take meaningful action to prevent more tragedies like this from happening.
The NRA statement today is sadly and shamefully inadequate, calling for more guns and rejecting real action against gun violence. At a defining historic moment for our nation, demanding courageous leadership, the NRA has declined to step forward as a credible and constructive partner. The NRA's proposal for more armed guards in schools may be helpful in some instances, but it falls far short of the strong, serious, comprehensive action needed to stop the kind of horrific tragedy that occurred in Newtown last week. Many of the state police who spoke to me on that day a week ago said that the killer was so heavily armed that they doubted they could have stopped him with their armament that they ordinarily carry. The American people are demanding real change, and the NRA's proposal fails to offer any real protection from violence. NRA members in Connecticut and around the country are writing and calling me to say that the NRA does not speak for them. The Newtown tragedy was a call for action, and the NRA has failed to answer that call.
Oh, won't you stay with me? 'Cause you're all I need. This ain't love, it's clear to see. But darling, stay with me. Why am I so emotional?
I feel like Superman, they gon' remember me. I think I know I can. Who says it's hard to reach? Who's gonna stop me on the road to success? I don't know.
What we believe about gun control is that it's so scary knowing that you go to school every day and anything can happen. You can be shot, stabbed, killed, just with so many things going on in the U.S. today. And it's all caused by bullying.
We are fortunate to have a school like Durham Nativity School that doesn't tolerate bullying at all. There's no violence and no guns. Over our 3 years here, there hasn't been any major event that involved a bully or anyone bringing a knife or a gun to school. That's why we're lucky to have a school like this.
My name is Lorenzo Brandon.
And I'm Temidayo Ajasa.
Thank you.
Sometimes I feel like I can't run, I can't crawl. And sometimes I feel like I ain't nothing at all. Life is a journey where you stumble and fall, but I'm okay when I lie down in your arms. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. When I lie down in your arms. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. When I lie down in your arms.
You and me, we made a vow, for better or for worse. I can't believe you let me down, but the proof's in the way it hurts.
How do you feel about gun control as a parent?
The rate at which guns are easily accessible in the United States is very alarming. I am a strong advocate for gun control measures. I reflect on the Sandy Hook experience, the Columbine shootings, and numerous shootings on university campus. As parents, we entrust our students to these safe environments that we call schools, and we expect that while they're there, away from the parents, that they are going to be safe until we get to see each other again after school. But it's turning out to be the opposite, because we're not too sure what will happen within a school environment on a particular day. So as a parent, I'm really concerned. I want you bid farewell to your kids in the morning, hoping and trusting that they will come back to you safely. So a lot still needs to be done about gun control measures in the United States.
How do you think this problem can be fixed?
Before we were members of a society, we were actually members of a family. So I think that this problem of school shootings in Sandy Hook or in the Columbine School or various university campuses could have been prevented from the household, in the household. We are, like I said before, members of a family first before we are members of a society. So parents should take responsibility for keeping their guns in a safe place, and also for making sure that they're able to read the emotional stability of their children. If there's something wrong with them, they should be able to detect that kind of emotional instability, so that they can help provide an avenue for them to be able to talk about this problem instead of resorting to harming other people.
In the way it hurts, for months on end I've had my...
I think contrary to popular belief, I don't believe that all law enforcement officers are gun enthusiasts. I am not one of those. But I do want to say that as a parent, the thing that scares me is irresponsibility in other parents, in the way they have children that have access to these weapons that may not practice the same restrictions as I do, as far as when I take my gun home at night. But I don't think they understand the real power that these weapons yield, and the irresponsibility that can occur when they're in the hands of children, or those people that just want to do harm.
Denying every tear.
I think things that we can do to fix it, I think if we make it more difficult for these children at home or these teenagers at home to have access to weapons and hold the parents accountable. I think that's one thing we can do. The other thing we do is, I think there has to be more checks and balances when we do gun checks or gun registries and things of that nature, just to make sure that the right people, again, have the weapons that they want, such as, like I said, the gun enthusiasts and things like that. So I think we have to start holding people more accountable, especially the parents, when they allow these children to have access to the weapons.
I wish this would be over now, but I know that I still need you here. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me,
Thank you, and God bless you.